Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the blockbuster weekend matches at the KC uh, Falcon Champions Trophy Edition 1 being played at Sulabia Cricket Ground, Kuwait, where the first match is between AP11 versus KRM Panthers, where the toss was held up a while back, where AP11 won the toss and have elected to ball first. We'll have the squad playing 11 shortly. Here it is. The AP11 is being led by Kadir Wali. The keeper for them is Raja, Abdul Gayaz, Arish Asibul, Kurnal Patel, Riyasat Ali Khan, Srinivasulu, Wajid Beg, Varun Tej, and Vasudev Datla. The playing 11 for SKRM Panthers being led by Sanu Stephen. The wicketkeeper for them is Siju Matthew, Ahmed Kotam, Bijo Philip, Amud, Jitin Jose, Mohammad Tawfiq, Mohammad Amir, Nishchal Prakash, Suhail, and Yogesh. It's a battle for the top place in the group stages of Group 3 of the tournament for the Falcons Champions Trophy, where AP11 are at the top of the table, whereas KRM Panthers are at number 3. It's a crucial match for KRM Panthers to climb the ladder, whereas AP11 would be playing to retain their top position. This match would be followed by the second match for the night, played between Global Champs and Abrak CC, the bottom of the table, where they would be playing to get the first victory of this tournament. So we have two contrast matches, where the first match would be played for the toppers, whereas the second match being played between the bottom two teams. The match would start in few moments from now. The umpires for the day are Shahid Raja and Ridwan Parker, very two senior umpires for Kuwait cricket, officiating this crucial match. There are two openers walking in. Mohammad Amir would be at the striker end. SKRM Panthers would be looking to put a solid total such that they can defend against the group toppers, AP11, whereas AP11 would see that they would dismiss SKRM Panthers as early as possible to chase it in a comfortable time. All set for the match? Here's the first ball. That's a superb in swing. Get going for the AP11. Not a convincing defense from Amir though, but he survives this in swinger from the bowler. It's a very keen contest between the hard-hitting Amir if he gets going, then SKRM Panthers would be looking for a huge total. The team would heavily depend on the start, which these two batsmen would give them, to post a challenging total for AP11. And that's it. The wickets castled. Ahmed plays a very loose shot and gets dismissed. As I was saying, ASKR and Panthers would be looking to have a strong start, but nonetheless, the wickets being castled. Not the start ASKR and Panthers would be looking, and even Mohammad Amir. There again he goes for a duck. And Asibul gets the main danger batsman, Mohammad Amir, where he was castled. Played totally wrong line. He misjudged the line and length. Again from Asibul. The second ball bearing the fruit for Asibul. The new batsman in is Sohail. Asibul is getting quite a good swing through the air. Both the balls, an in-swinging incoming ball, and both the times misread by Amir. First time he survives, whereas the second ball he was unable to defend it, and the wickets went tumbling over. And the Asib trying to ball outswinger, just making the batsman think which ball would be coming, in swinger or the outswinger. But it was wavered, and umpire signals it as wide. The first runs for SKR and Panthers coming as a result of this extra wide. Another in swinging and a stifle appeal. Just hopeful to get the umpire distracted, but the experienced umpire understood this trick and signals it as a wide. Score moves on to 2 for the loss of 1 wicket. Both the batsmen Sohail and Siju yet to open their count. 2 runs coming in, result as a extra. Oh wow, that's another in swinging, and the batsmen both are stranded in the middle. Finally, both batsmen cross for safety. That was complete miscommunication between the two batsmen. Both wanting, just seeing the ball and not seeing the opponent partner, and both stranded in the middle. But lucky for SKR and Panthers that again there was a miscommunication. The total no communication at all between the two batsmen. I think they need to go and talk and get the call sorted out. Otherwise we may have a run out very soon coming. After all the chaos, the score moves on to 4 for the loss of 1 wicket after 4 deliveries. Asibul creating way too much doubt in the minds of the batsmen with his both in-swinger as well as out-swingers coming in. The batsman is wanted, looking to judge whether it is going to be an outswinger or an in-swinger coming in. Let's see how's it. Oh, it's an attempt to slow delivery. Complete mixing of deliveries going on by Asibul. That's a beautiful line and length. Just outside the off stump and safely defended by Sohail, who's yet to get off the mark in this match. Another wavered outside delivery. Well fielded by Kadarwali. Final is well up the mark. 1 in 3 balls. After the completion of this eventful first over, the score moves on to 5 for the loss of 1 wicket. That was way too much action with all the things happening wide, leg by, wicket, confusion, possible runouts, good fielding. That's the good going for this blockbuster weekend matches at the Sulebia Cricket Ground. It's Riyasat going to bowl from the other end. The seasoned campaigner, old Warhouse, a wonderful all-rounder. Let's see how Riyasat would make the ball talk. And that's it. Oh! Gayas makes a mess out of it. A clear chance goes begging. Riyasat creating this opportunity. Siju providing it. And Gayas totally misjudged. Possible maybe the lights in his eyes. But that's the life the batsman would be wanting at the start of the innings to get themselves get going. Straight down the onside and the batsman cross for a single. I think they would do better to get the nerves settled down after that eventful first over. Both batsmen need to calm down their nerves. A slower delivery down the leg side. No harm, just a single. Umpire signals a leg by. So the score ticks on to 9 for the loss of 1 wicket. Another wonderful drive. Couldn't get the pace on the ball, but managed for a single. SKRM getting themselves composed after the loss of the first wicket at 0 of Mohammad Amir. Now the score is 10 for the loss of 1 wicket in the second over. That's the last ball coming in. Last ball of the first over of Riyasat to Siju. Slower delivery, no pace at all whatsoever. Batsman couldn't generate enough pace. The ball straight to the fielder and the man is just a single. So the score moves on to 11 for 1 after 2 overs. It's Hasibul to bowl a second over. Asibul to Siju. That's a mighty shot. Beautiful looking stroke. Finally, Siju gets the act going. That's the first boundary for the day. The first boundary of the match. A wonderful looking shot. The first 2 overs, I think Siju is now set. That was the first confident shot from the batsman coming in the third over in the form of the beautiful boundary. Oh, that's... Oh, it's a complete commentator's curse. Just was praising the batsman for their beautiful shot, but just short of the delivery, batsman tries to play down the third man, but gets the meaty edge straight to the slip, who fumbles it. But the intelligent keeper does a beautiful job. That's keeper Raja for you. With that catch, Siju Matthew goes back to the pavilion with 6 runs in 6 balls. Asibul providing the second breakthrough for the team. The second ball of each over providing the wicket. Yogesh, the new batsman coming for SKRM Panthers. The 2 wickets down. Mohammad Amir and Siju. A bit of trouble looking on the SKRM Panthers. The 2 wickets down quite early. That's in the third over itself. 2.2 overs, 2 wickets down. Both the wickets going to Asibul. Players are not at all judging his in-swingers, though he has been bowling continuous in-swingers to the batsman. A slower outside the off stump. Asibul really mixing his deliveries. In-swingers, slower delivery, outswingers, creating a lot of confusion amongst the batsmen, and successful also, getting two wickets to be fallen for the day. And the in-swinger, well negotiated by Suhail, resulting in a single. The run rate is quite good, going at 6 runs per over so far, though they have lost 2 wickets. SKRM Panthers need some quiet overs to get themselves composed. Oh, beautiful shorter delivery. Exact the copy of the second delivery, which resulted in the wicket. But the only difference is this time batsman didn't get any edge to it. After the completion of 3 overs, the score is 17 for the loss of 2 wickets. Asibul getting 2 wickets. And his partner is Riyasit bowling from the other end. Second over. Another confusion. The batsmen are not communicating well among themselves. Riyasat to Sohail. Nicely paced, and it got enough legs to go for the boundary. The second boundary of the innings. Well read by batsman, charging down, hitting over the fielders and to the boundary. Kept the fielder interested, but had enough legs to carry to the boundary. Another similar delivery. Suhail steps out, and that's the maximum. Umpire confirming with the fielder and signals a six, the first maximum of the match. Similar delivery, step forward, Hoyt over long off and over the boundary, just over the boundary for the maximum, the first maximum of the match. Swell has decided it's the Riyasat to get targeted so that the score is keeps going and the batsman running in the pitch. Umpire making a note out of it. "12 runs already in this over, a costly over." That's a good line. Right in the middle. A good respect shown by Sohail to Riyasat. Safely negotiated and defended well. Oh, another beautiful shot. That's a cover drive. Par excellence. Mighty six. Riyasat over proves too costly. 18 runs coming in this over. And Suhail gets going. That was a perfect cover drive. All the way to the boundary. After 4 overs, it's 35 for the loss of 2 wickets. It's the captain Kadirwali coming in. First change. I thought Asif would have got one more chance, one more over. But the captain keeps him, might be to come at the last 2 overs, the fag end of the innings. Ball going down the leg side. Just an optimistic appeal. Umpire says it's faint nick to the pads. And the batsman crossing for a single. Suhail now back. Another beautiful shot. Oh. No power at all. Didn't time it. Suhail has decided it's time for him to get aggressive, to get the total going. That's a wonderful shot. He makes amends for that mistiming of the first delivery. This time, he shows no mercy to the bowler. Smacked it over for, for a boundary. Races like trace of bullet. Boundary all over it, right from the word go. Kadewali trying to change the line, but fails to bowl within this wide delivery. Miscued, fielder under it. Kunal couldn't get it under. And Suhail gets one more chance. This time Kunal running back, couldn't judge it to perfection, just in front of him. And that's Suhail getting another chance. Wavered line and length from Kadewali. Another wideish delivery, and umpire says it's a wide. Way down the leg side now. Another wide delivery. He's trying to mix it, but not getting the proper line and length. First to the offside, now sliding down the leg side. This is a perfect good delivery. After a couple of wide, finally Kadewali gets his line perfect. The last delivery coming in, another wide. The fourth wide of this over from Kadewali. The score moves on. In the fifth over, it's 47 for 2. Another delivery down the leg side, but this time the batsman doesn't connect well. Just trickling down towards the fine leg and gets a single. Nonetheless, the score moves on to 48 for the loss of 2 wickets after 5 overs. It's a hefty projected score. It's at 192. They're going at 9.5 runs per over. Another change in the bowler. So we have 2 new bowlers coming in, replacing the initial bowlers. It's been 2 expensive overs from Riyasat and Kader. Is KRM well into the score? Almost 10 runs per over. Oh, that's a good line and length. Optimistic appeal. Half-hearted though, both from the keeper as well as the bowler. As the umpire unmoved and says not out. Wajid, the bowler, can he get it again? Again, the ball misses the fielders. This is the third time where the ball has eluded the fielders. This time Yogesh getting the life though. What a beautiful pull shot from Suhail. That's a pretty good looking shot from Suhail. He has been hitting this ball wonderfully over the covers. We have been already seen beautiful cover drives, square drives, cuts, and now the pull. And the pull coming in. But this time straight to the fielder. Still they managed to get a single. All the shots coming from Suhail today. The cover, cut, pull, nudges. Yogesh trying to force the run rate. Unable to connect the ball. Just saved his off stump though. Others would have been curtains to him. After this quiet over, just 4 runs coming in. After the power play, the first power play, the score is 52 for the loss of 2 wickets. After losing initially 2 wickets at 10 runs, ASKRM Panthers have raced on to 52 for the loss of 2 wickets. Suhail, the main contributor, scoring 34 out of the 52, and the rest of the scores mainly through the extras. So it's the new bowler, Krunal Patel. Field well spread out after the power play. Only 4 fielders inside. The minimum stipulated fielders. All are in the ring in the offside. And all the boundary riders at the leg side. One of them coming into action at long on. We have no fielders in the ring in the onside. Plenty of protections for Kunal. And even batsmen just playing the delivery on the minute. Just taking singles. They're cruising along with a very healthy run rate. They don't need to do any fancy shots at the moment. The projected score is at 177. They would take any day 177. 180 and above would be a very challenging total for AP11. Though they are at the top of the table, anything 180 is very competitive, even for the top team. SKRM Panthers would be looking to score above 180. Another chance given by Yogesh. Let's see. Again, it falls right in the middle. 3 fielders converging, but none of them able to latch on to the catch. And the ball finds the gap among these 3 fielders. Both Yogesh and Sohail testing the fielders, and so far the luck is in the favor of KRM Panthers. Both the players have been let by AP11. So after 7 overs, the score is 58 for the loss of 2 wickets. A healthy partnership of 48. Still run rate at 8.29. Wajid to bowl a second over. Bowling with slow medium paces. No pace at all for the batsman to play. That's a very good ploy, to have no pace at all. Asking the batsman to have the pace if they want to cover to get the boundary. In the meanwhile, dragging down the leg side, the shorter delivery, and it's been signaled wide by the umpire. An extra after quite some overs, after good line and length being bowled by both the bowlers. Another short delivery, misjudged by Yogesh, but lucky, not got any edge to it. Though there was an appeal by both bowler and keeper, just to see whether the umpire would raise his finger. But Ridwan, very experienced umpire, not moved. Good bowling from Wajid, not giving any pace and room for the batsman to open up the arms at all. Just as I say, that's a beautiful shot coming in from Yogesh. Finally connects it right in the middle of the bat for a huge maximum 6. That was straight like bullet. Six all over, written all over it, right from the word go. Connected handsomely. And we have the new ball coming in. That ball went sailing over the boundary. Not only over the boundary, but out of the ground. And we have a replacement ball coming in. That's 69 for 2 after 8 overs. Kunal coming in. A beautiful shot and to the straight to Kadarwali. Finally, Suhail perishes. This time, the ball finds the fielder. After dodging them for 3 times, this time it's straight into the hands of Kadirwali. Not much efforts for Kadirwali. Straight to him. And he's happy to see Suhail going back. Suhail returning back after a well played 39. Nishchal coming in to replace Suhail. Suhail shaking his head. Not happy at all with the shot he played. Nishchal coming in to replace Suhail. After a very good partnership of 59 runs, SKRM Panthers lose their third wicket. Kunal, the successful bowler this time, after Asibul getting the initial 2 wickets. That was not looking confident though. Nishchal not at all waiting to get himself set. Tries to hike the first delivery itself. Gets some bat. Lucky for him. Crosses over for a single. Yogesh tries to hit it. One bounce to the fielder. It would have been curtains if he had connected right. It would have gone straight to the fielder at the long off. Since he had not timed it to perfection, it just falls short of that fielder at the long on. A very good decision by Nishchal not to run at this misfield. Always it's better not to run at the misfield unless you are so confident that you can reach safely. Often we have seen this run out being happened when the batsman tried to run at the misfield. This time there was no such incident. The last ball of the 9th over coming in. Score 73 for the loss of 3 wickets. As Nishchal connected it. No! That's really lucky. Straight to the hands of Riyasat over the boundary. I think the boundary line created confusion because he was right at the boundary. He was trying to save not to step over. In the meanwhile, totally misjudged it. And the ball goes through his hands for a maximum. That's lucky breakthrough for Nishchal. Otherwise, that would have been curtains to him. Right at the start, the third delivery itself is been looking to hit the ball right from the word go. And that's the new bowler coming in, Gayas. And has been welcomed by a huge six from Yogesh. Very good looking shot. Right straight over the umpire's head, over the side screen and out of the ground. And beautifully captured by our cameraman over there. Right following through the ball over the ground. Yogesh is leading the charge after the loss of Suhail. That was a fancy looking shot from Yogesh, trying for a reverse sweep. Not connecting. Misfield from the fielder over there at the boundary. And the batsman crossing for the second. This time there was a clear chance for the second to be run over at the misfield. After the first ball 6, Gayas has found his line in length. Been bowling very well. Stumps to stump delivery. A good comeback from Gayas. Wide delivery. And umpire says it's wide. After the wavered outside out, it's down the leg side. Beautiful looking shot from Nishchal, resulting in a single though. Yogesh on strike now. And that's another maximum going and gone out of the ground. First and the last delivery going way outside the stadium. Another ball gone for a toss. And another ball coming in. We have few balls already gone outside the ground from the bats of Yogesh and Suhail. After the loss of Suhail, Yogesh has taken the charge. He has taken the mantle to do the bulk of the scoring. He is the set batsman at the crease. At the halfway stage, the score is 96 for the loss of 3 wickets. Are we looking at a huge total? Maybe by now the projected score would be showing somewhere around 185 to 190. Yes, exactly. It's 192. Oh, it's gone to 199 in the matter of one ball. They would be really they would be happy to see that score of 199. That would be really a challenging total for AP11 to chase. That would make the match really interesting. So far so good for SKR and Panthers. 96 for 3. Riyasat making a very good comeback after 2 expensive overs, which cost 23 runs. but has bowled a very good spell so far. The second spell, so far only one run of the three deliveries. Let's see whether he can convert it. That was a beautiful in swinger. Yogesh tried to give some space, but unable to connect it. Riyasat very happy with the first four deliveries of the second spell. Smile coming back after the first two expensive overs. The third over so far has resulted only 2 runs. Has been able to keep the batsman quiet. Let's see whether he can finish the over in a very good manner. That's a good comeback. Just 3 runs of the over. Riyasat would be happy with this over, with this performance, finding the line and length. We have 3 wickets down. The scorecard: Ahmed out for 0, Siju for 6, Suhail after a few meaty shots was dismissed at 39 by Kunal, caught by Kader, and now Yogesh following him, 33 in 24, and Nishchal giving a good company, 11 of 8 deliveries. And to accompany that, the extras, 10 extras so far. Asibul, the successful bowler, 2 overs, 10 runs, 2 wicket, and Kunal, 2 overs, 16 for 1. Rest all are going very expensive, all about 7 and 8 runs per over. Khader coming back for a second spell. Let's see whether he will find his line and length after a very good over from Riyasat. Both Yogesh and Khader having a small funny moment. That's very good to see. 2 opponent team players having a good funny moments, keeping the spirit of the game alive. Even though both are competing against each other, spirit of the game always, it's good to have a competitive match. Healthy run rate of 8.78, and SKRM Panthers have scored 100 in the 12th over. That's a beautiful shot over the head of the umpires. Only a single. The fielder rightly placed over there by Kader, anticipating Nishchal to play the shot, and the proper placement from the captain of his own bowling. Oh, that was a waiver delivery. Even Fox, the keeper, who fumbles it. An umpire signals it wide. 2 extras, 2 more extras already piled up. It's 12 extras coming in. The score is 104 for the loss of 3 wickets. Overs, 104 for 3. Very interesting last 8 overs to come. It's very interesting to see whether we'll be having a 200 coming in. That would be really a tough ask for the AP11. Is KRM Panthers have the batsmen to score 200? And let's see whether AP11 would restrict them below 200. Anywhere, anything above 180 would be really interesting match for all the spectators watching back home and all the people who are in the ground also. At this mega weekend blockbuster match between the table toppers, is Karam Panthers, and the toppers at the moment AP11. That's a beautiful shot. It kept the fielder interesting till the last moment, but the ball races away to the boundary exactly below the side screen, straight through the side screen. Yogesh finds the boundary after a couple of silent overs. After those maximum, there were two silent overs, and finally again he finds the boundary. Oh, that was animated shot. Nowhere near it. Looked fancy, cheeky, but nothing fruitful coming in. Totally missed the line and length. In trying to be cheeky, he totally missed the line and length. We have the Nelsons 1-1-1. It's the favorite of Shepherd, the very senior umpire. The hop at 1-1-1, though we don't have any disaster happening at 1-1-1. Very well negotiated by Karam Panthers at Nelson. A quiet single. The last ball coming in. Still the projected score at 180 and above. Oh, that's a beautiful shot. And that's all the way over the boundary. Flat six from Yogesh. Just looked like a boundary, but it had the legs to carry all the way over the fence for a six. That would up the scoring for SKRM Panthers. It's 118 for 3 after the completion of 13 overs. Just shy of a half-century partnership. 49 coming in very quick pace in 29 deliveries. Both Nischal and Yogesh pacing the innings for SKRM Panther. Seven overs to go, and we are looking at a very huge total from SKRM Panthers. We have few spectators coming in as it's a weekend over in Kuwait. So both the teams giving a very wonderful performance so far, where the enthusiasts would be feeling very happy to see the contest between the bat and the ball. Briefly kept both the keeper and bowler interested for an appeal for a caught behind, but the umpire unmoved. Wavered outside the off stump, and the fielder again messes it. Another life for Yogesh. It's chaos again. Should have done far better work out of it. Totally misjudges it and fumbles it, giving another life for Yogesh. And that's a written chance missed by the bowler himself. Almost it carries. Both the batsmen getting life at the continuous delivery. 2 deliveries, 2 lives for the batsman. Good football from the fielder at the boundary. Manages to save the boundary with his foot. Meanwhile, the batsman cross in for double. 2 runs saved at the boundary line by the fielder. Another wide from Kader. He has bowled quite some extras in this match. Well negotiated by the batsman. Nishchil. The score moves on to 123 for the loss of 3 wickets after 14 overs. Batsmen have called in for the drinks. And the successful bowler trying to come back. It's Hasibul who's going to bowl the next over. Captain going back to his most successful bowler. In search of wicket. Already the partnership has been 54 out of 35 deliveries. Right through the innings, after the initial 2 overs, the run rate has been in the middle of 8 to 9 runs. SKRM Panthers always maintaining that healthy run rate. The projected score now at 176. The something has come in middle of, I think there was a fly coming in the batsman's eyes. Asibul to bowl his 3rd over, the first ball of the second spell, and he finds the edge. There was a wide-ish slip fielder at short 3rd man. But the ball races away to the boundary. That's another edge for Yogesh, was raced around for 49, just a one run short of his half century. Lucky, beautiful, all we have seen in this innings. He's been cheeky, he's been edgy, he's been wonderful, and sometimes sloggy. But all in all, he has completed a well deserved half century in just 32 deliveries. And has given a huge contribution in the total of SKRM Panthers, who are at 128 for 3 in the 15th over. Very interesting. Last 5 overs, the slog overs coming in for SKRM Panthers. It's a make or break. Will they go full throttle, or will the bowlers of AP11 contend them? It's to be seen. These 5 overs would decide whether we have a very high chase coming in, or the momentum getting shifted towards AP11. Will they restrict them to below 160, or will SK Panthers score above 180? It needs to be seen. So far, after the initial the ball which raced through after the edge has been silent. Just 2 runs coming in the next 4 deliveries. There's a slip fielder has been brought in, hoping for that edge. But the ball nowhere to be finding the edge. Shortest of the delivery, played over the covers for a single. The current partnership, which is at 61 in 41 deliveries. Yogesh 36 of 18 in this partnership, and Nishchal 21 of 23. A quiet contribution from Nishchal, and the firing partnership main contributor Yogesh, who has been finding the boundaries at will. Kadarwalli to continue his last over of the innings. Already given 24 runs in his 3 overs, 8 runs per over, which is not very bad in a T20. Always 6 to 8 is considered an okay economy in the T20. Finally, that's a juggling catch from Kadarwalli of his own bowling. Nishchal trying to up the pace, hoiks it straight over, but he could manage it only to the bowler, back to the bowler, almost messes it straight up and straight into the hands of Kadarwalli, who misses it but catches it in the second attempt. Though Asibul was there to follow up, but Kadarwalli notches it, getting his first wicket of the match. We have Hamud coming in, a very good all-rounder after the fall of Nishchil. Very good start for AP11 in the slog overs. Nishchil getting perished, upping the ante. Had to go for it because plenty of wickets to go for KRM Panthers. Cheeky shot attempted by Amud. Lucky not to edge it to the keeper. Good bowling from Kadirwali. Amud starts his innings with the single. So far so good for Kadirwali. It's the Yogesh. Oh, attempted run out. Missed from the keeper. And the batsman safely through for a single. Last ball of the spell coming in for Kadirwali. Beautiful shot, looking shot. But straight to the fielder. Well fielded by Kunal Patel, who returns it back safely to Kadirwali. It's the end of Kadirwali's 4 overs, was conceded 28 runs and has got the wicket of Nishchil. A 7 runs run rate. That wicket has brought the run rate down for SKRM Panthers. They are at 134 for 4 after the completion of 16 overs. Though the run rate is hovering around 8.5 runs per over. At one stage they were looking for 180, 190. Now they are hovering around 160 to 165. Let's see how this last 4 overs paces in. It's Hasibul to finish his quota of 4 overs from the Sulebia Road end. It would be interesting to see who will bowl the last 3 overs. Maybe Kunal the 2 overs. It's been quiet last 8 deliveries or SKRM Panthers, who are not timing the shots at all and the run rate tumbling. Oh, attempted slow delivery went wayward. One more extras. Quite a lot of extras in this match for AP11. Too many extras, too many wide deliveries conceded by the bowlers for AP11. Yogesh is trying to hit way too hard. It's not timing it. Since he's trying to hit too hard, the timing is totally gone off for Yogesh. Just singles and doubles coming in. The boundaries have been tried for SKRM Panthers. There was an boundary from the edge of Yogesh. Other than that, they have been quite silent. Just singles and doubles coming in the last 3 to 4 overs. Not the momentum what the SKRM Panthers were looking in. Both the batsmen not getting the timing right. Just singles and doubles. A beautiful spell of Asibul comes to an end. Was just conceded 23 runs in his allocated 4 overs and getting 2 wickets. Panthers are at 140 for 4 in the 17 overs. We have Wajid coming back for the final spell of the match. 3 overs to go. Wajid has 2 overs left. We need something special from It's been a wonderful bowling display from AP11. They were cruising along at 90 odd runs in first 10 overs. And after that, it's been totally dried away. And Ahmed Perish's trying to force the run rate. No other options. They were not at all finding the pace. The runs have been drained totally. And Ahmed Perish's finally Gayas catching Ahmed 6 runs in 9 deliveries. Very good bowling from Wajid. And straight into the hands of Gayas, who makes no mistake this time. SKRM Panthers losing the way, losing the plot after cruising in at 95. At halfway mark, now they are just 140 in the 18th over. Very good bowling display. That's why they are the table toppers. So far, ball winning the battle. The first half innings, the bat was winning the battle. The second half has been totally off the bowlers. That's why T20, anything can happen at any moment. The momentum can shift either side, either to the batting or to the bowling. A few good overs mean the batsmen losing the rhythm. And here we have the exact example of the rhythm being broken by the AP11 of Ace Karam Panthers was struggling to score now. That wicket of Suhail totally broke the rhythm of Ace Karam Panthers. Yogesh was scoring very well in the initial has totally lost the rhythm. Maybe he's been tired, not at all connecting. And even we should commend the bowling attack of AP11 who have kept a very tidy line and length, mixing the deliveries. They have reduced the pace. If we see, the pace has been totally been taken away by the bowlers. They have been bowling at very slow pace, giving no momentum at all, forcing the batsmen to put their own power to score. A very tidy over, just 3 runs in this over. A totally lost of rhythm. As I was saying, in the last 30 balls, only 23 runs and just a single boundary. Last 5 overs, just a single boundary, solitary boundary has been scored, with 2 wickets have been lost. AP11 doing a wonderful comeback. These 2 overs, final last 2 overs coming in. Another slower delivery from Riyasat, and that's the wicket of Yogesh. Yogesh perishes, trying to up the scoring. Made a well fought innings of 55 of 40 deliveries. Entire loss of momentum for SKRM Panthers. Now struggling to even score 160. Needs something special from Jitin and Ahmed. This last 2 overs, another chance, skewed and dash straight to the fielder. Kadarwali makes no mistake. Jitin first ball dismissal. Another batsman perishes, trying to score the huge shot. He just manages to hit it just over the 30-yard circle, where Kadarwali makes no mistake. We have Mohammad Tawfiq coming in, very talented youngster. The run rate is just tipped below 8 runs per over. Tawfiq coming in to face the hat-trick delivery from Riyasat. Are we going to see an hat-trick? Is Tawfiq going to defend? As Tawfiq defends it, Riyasat misfields and Tawfiq scampers for a single. Very good bowling from Riyasat. After being smacked in his first over, he has made a very good comeback. Will he finish in the last 3 overs? Oh, the fielder makes a hash of it. Totally misjudged. A slower delivery. Slipping down the leg side. And the keeper makes a total hash of it. And gives 2 more extras. 2 byes. Yes, KRM Panthers would take any score coming in. It's a welcome score for them. Oh, that was a very close call. Just on the trampoline. But the umpire says, as the rule says, the line belongs to umpire. The ball on the trampoline and the umpire says it's a wideish delivery. Another slower delivery as we've been seen from Riyasat. And that's an attempted run out, and I think the batsman is made in. Yes, umpire says not out. Very good scampering in. Both the players very agile. Tawfiq is in an attempt to make it to the crease. The batsman has destroyed his pads and has gotten in for a change. He gets a new set of pads. Give his all to make it to the that lunge at the end saves him. Though his pads are destroyed, you would take it for the runs. Is KRM Panthers at 149 for 7. The 19th over, and that's an edge. Oh, the short third man. And it doesn't make it to the boundary. Whereas the very agile Tawfiq crosses in for 3 runs. That's very wonderful running from Tawfiq. With that 3 runs, KRM Panthers score 150. They are at 152 for 7. The final over coming in. After the penultimate over, the score is 152 for 7. The projected score is 160. 8 runs per over. At one stage, they were looking for 190, 200. Now, struggling to score 160. Very good shot. Oh, but the fielder placed exactly at the right moment. Oh, that's Oh, keeper makes a total mess out of it. A easy run out chance goes begging. Though the keeper sees the funny side of it, but he should have made it, should have completed that easy run out. A missed opportunity. KRM Panthers would take it. A 2 runs. Another. Oh, that was a very bad mistake from the fielder. He should have stopped it. Instead, he concedes the boundary. Yes, he couldn't bend at the exact time and unable to stop it going from the boundary. Nonetheless, KRM Panthers would take this. They have scored 6 runs in the 2 balls. 4 more to go. Ahmed completely misses it. Last 3 balls coming in for KRM Panthers in their innings. Beautiful shot, slower delivery. That's a totally disguised slow delivery. Totally foxed Ahmed. Was expecting a faster delivery. Couldn't connect it at all. Another slower one. This time he puts the bat to the ball. Tawfiq sprints. Oh yeah, this time it's a run out. This time the keeper Raja collects it perfectly and converts it into a run out. Tawfiq sprinted for the second, whereas Ahmed unable. Super bullet throw from Kadirwali and Raja collects it cleanly and makes a perfect run out. The last ball coming in. Joe Philip coming in to face the last delivery of the innings. I think KRM Panthers would rue the momentum loss. Surely they would be feeling they're short by 20 to 25 runs. That's the 160. They were expecting it to cross long back. Finally they make it with their friendly wide. The last ball of the innings coming in. Oh, beautifully connected. Joe Philip connects it. What a shot. That's the momentum they wanted. Hope they continue to the second innings. That's a wonderful pickup shot from Joe Philip. First ball 6. With that, the innings comes to an end. 166. And AP11 have the target of 167 to score in 20 overs at a run rate of 8.35 coming in. The summary so far: KRM Panthers 166 for 8. The run has been Yogesh at 55, Suhail at 39, Nischal at 21 and Ahmed chipping in at 13 runs. For AP11, Asibul, the successful bowler, 4 overs 23 for 2. Riyasat 4 overs 33 for 2. Kadirwali 4 overs 28 for 1. And Wajid 4 overs 32 for 1. That's the target AP11 needs 167 in 20 overs. See you in a short while from now for the chase of AP11 against SKRM Panthers. Welcome back for the chase of AP11 who need 167 in 120 deliveries. Very, a very keen contest of the table toppers. AP11 at the top. Followed by Stack CCB and then SKRM Panthers. Looks like we have Hamoud who's going to open the innings for SKRM Panthers. It's Kadirwali and Gayaz for AP11 to lead the charge. Gayaz going to take the strike for the first delivery from Hamoud. Important start required for AP11 to chase the target of 167. We have all the teams locked at 6 points. AP11 have been played 3 matches and have won 3, are at 6. Stack CCB played 4, won 3 and lost 1. Even they are at 6 points. And SKRM Panthers 2. 4 matches, 3 victories and 1 loss. So whoever wins today's match will be the table topper. That's the first run of the chase for AP11. This is the last match for SKRM Panthers in this group stage. Whereas AP11 have one more match to go after this. Oh, that's a mighty shot from Kadirwali who clears the ground. That's a perfect timing for you. Off volley and he dismisses it over the ground and out. Over and out of the ground. That's the new ball coming back. We have the second new ball. The second ball itself been dismissed by Kadirwali out of the ground. That's the Kadirwali we have been known for. He's been known for his mighty. That's a beautiful delivery. Beautifully come back. Made from Hamoud. Very wonderful contest between the bat and the ball. Hamoud knows Kadirwali very well. Both have been playing for the same team. Oh, that's good line and length. That's a good bowling from Hamoud. A very good match to start the blockbuster weekend of this tournament of the Falcons champions. Oh, that was close. It was you miss, I hit. If Kadir would have missed that delivery, umpire would have had no hesitation in ruling him leg before the wicket. But Kadir only just manages to get some bat on it. Hamoud to bowl his last delivery of the first over. And Gayaz hoiks it. And that's just over the fielder. Meanwhile, the batsman crossing for 2. That's 10 runs coming in at the completion of first over. Hamoud concedes 10 runs. After that, due 6 from the second delivery. Good comeback from him. Doesn't give many runs after that 6. But that's good enough for AP11, who have a required run rate of 8.35 at the start of the innings. Is now at 8.26. They just need to score something above 8 runs per over to achieve the target of 167 set by SKRM Panthers. It's another spinner from the other end. It's Bijo Philip to ball from the park end. A very good leg spinner. It's Kadir Wali to face Bijo Philip. So far, AP11 has started on a very good note. 10 runs coming off the first over. And that's a wonderful shot from Kadir Wali. Races away to the boundary. The first ball from a loosener from Bijo Philip has been smacked to boundary from Kadir Wali. Just sets up right for Kadir Wali to smack it out for a boundary. A very good start from AP11 so far. They have managed to score 14 of 7 deliveries so far in this innings. Kadir Wali leading the charge of 11 runs of just 5 deliveries. Another one. What a fielding. What a catch. That's an outstanding. That stuck. He just kept his hand. And that's an outstanding effort from Bijo Philip of his own delivery. A very worthy replay to see how it gets stuck in the hands. He just swing and and find almost 3 juggles. And finally manages to catch the delivery. Very delighted KRM Panthers. They wanted to see Kadir Wali back, and they have managed to dismiss him cheaply. Bijo Philip creating that opportunity. Catches win matches. And here's exactly the example. This catch would really change the course of the match. The dangerous Kadir Wali back to the pavilion after initial charge of 11 runs. He's been replaced by another hard-hitting batsman, Vasudev to Bijo Philip. And that's Vasudev known for. A beautiful cover drive straight over the boundary line. First ball, and that's the 6. Vasudev is known for his hard hitting of the cricket bat, and that's exactly what he showed. Didn't take even a delivery to get in settled. First ball dismisses over the boundary. Bijo Philip to Vasudev. That's a very good delivery. Pitching on middle and turning A typical leg spinner's delight ball. Very good bowling from Biju after being smacked for a huge 6. Another off volley, and this time has been not only dismissed over the boundary but over and out of the ground. Vasudev, what a shot! Dismisses it straight over the side screen, and our cameraman follows it all the way till it goes out of the ground. Very unnatural follow through for Vasudev. No damage done though. After the completion of 2 overs, we have 26 for 1. Biju Philip conceding 16 but claiming the valuable wicket of Kadirwali. Hamoud to continue his spell. The second over for him. Third of the innings. Is Hamoud to Gayas. Third over of the innings. Ooh, what a... Just the inside edge saves Gayas. Otherwise it was a goner. Lucky escape for Gayas. That inside edge saves him. Hamoud trying to be over aggressive, slides down the leg side for a wide. Very agitated, animated, going for the wicket. That's a very good line and length. A very bad fielding. Concedes a extra. Tawfiq skews it over the keeper's head. Sanu there doing the backup, manages to save more damage, just concedes a single. It's Vasudev back on strike. Let's see what Vasudev does. Gives a reply to Hamoud. Very good bowling. That's a perfect line and length. Darting just outside the off stump. Running through the overs. Wastes no time at all. And that's plumb. That's gone. And that's the wicket. Right straight in the middle. This time Hamoud traps Vasudev right in front of the stumps. An umpire acknowledges and says, yes, you're out. That's the second wicket. Vasudev Datla, LBW to Hamoud. 2 attacking batsmen back to the pavilion. Straight right, trapped in right in front of the wicket. Would have crashed middle and leg stump. No doubt in umpire's mind. No hesitation in raising the finger. With that, AP11 loses the second wicket of Vasudev Datla. Both the bowlers claiming the wicket. That would encourage them to go for the wickets. It's Harish to replace Vasudev. AP11, 28 for 2 in 2.4 overs. Hamoud to Harish. Hamoud has got a very good line and length. He's been bowling line to line. Just keeping it outside the off stump of the batsman. Is it going to straight to the fielders? And no, well placed to a boundary. One bounce into the boundary. Very well played by Harish. Well placed. Though the fielder was there at long off, he finds the gap to find the ropes at one bounce. After the completion of 3 overs, it is 32 for 2. Very interesting battle going on between bat and the ball. Both the sides not conceding the match so far. A keenly contested battle for the tabletop. Important match for SKRM Panther, who are playing their last match of the tournament in this round robin league. A victory here would raise them to the top of the table, whereas the victory for AP11 would cement their position at the top. 3 teams tied at 6 points each, though Stack and SKRM Panthers have played one more match extra. That's an extravagant shot. A beautiful shot. Well timed by Gayas. BJ Phillip not happy with himself. That was an off volley and a beautifully timed shot from Gayas. All the way over the boundary for youth 6. All the young spectators who have come here at this weekend, enjoying this wonderful fight from both the teams, going at each other, giving a very good fight. Whereas SKRM Panthers trying to strangle AP11 and AP11 trying to get out of the stranglehold of SKRM Panthers. This is another try by BJ Phillip to snatch Gayas, same like Kadarwali, but this time the ball was a bit more wider than that of Kadarwali. This time Bijo couldn't make it, and that's a shortish delivery from Bijo, dismissed by Gayas, beautifully pulled out at the deep, and that goes all the way over the boundary for a youth 6. Even though they have lost 2 wickets, they are not keeping quiet. They are going at it. They are putting a wonderful chase so far. 4 overs, 44 for 2. Though they have lost 2 wickets, they are just not keeping quiet. Going at the bowlers, not settling at all, not allowing them to settle for rhythm. Here is Hamoud to bowl his 3rd over. They are going at a run rate of 11 runs per over. Hamoud, after conceding 10 runs of this first over, had a very successful second over, claiming the wicket of Vasudev. So the captain has given him the 3rd over to go at the bowlers, at the batsmen. Misfield from Tawfiq. allows the batsman to cross over for a single. Slowly and steadily, AP11 inching towards the target of 167. Require another 122 in 94 deliveries. Just under 8 runs per over required to achieve the target of 167. We are at the 5th over of the power play. Another close shave just dropped in front of Hamoud. Otherwise we would see another cotton ball. There have been a couple of already cotton ball in this match so far. Oof, that was quite close. The inside edge saves the batsman. Hamoud is mixing his line and length to his advantage. A full toss, low full toss. Batsman just jabbing it down the onside for a single. A quiet over so far in the contest of AP11's chase of this previous 4 overs. Oh, that was not a good line and length from Hamoud, straying down the leg side. Batsman flicking for a single. Just 4 runs conceded in this over. After 5 overs, it is 48 for 2. Still the required run rate below 8 runs per over. They're cruising at a run rate of 9.6 runs per over. Chasing a target of 167. 119 in 90 deliveries. It's Mohammad Ahmed, the first change bowler for SKRM Panthers. He would like to prove himself. He was unable to score, being dismissed for a duck. He would try to mend this in his bowling by getting some wickets. He's been smacked in his first ball. A couple of runs scored. Gayas didn't time to his liking. Mistimed it, though he gets a double. With that, AP11 reaches 50 in the 6th over. They took 5.1 deliveries to score 50 runs. Another 117 runs needed. Drive down the offside by Gayas for a single. Good start by Amer for his spell. Ooh, that was a very good work from the keeper. Quick for stumping. But batsman was well inside his crease. That was a very good bowling from Mohammad Amer. Totally foxed the batsman, who misjudged the line and length. Played inside it. Lucky to miss the off stump. Lucky to be in the... Oh, that missed altogether. Batsman, keeper failed to read it. That's a bye. Signal by umpire. Always surprised to see that everyone missed it. Good line and length from Amir. Just 5 runs conceded. The 2 were byes. Just 3 runs in the account of Amir. After the completion of the power play, it's 53 for 2. Current run rate at 8.83 and required run rate has gone above 8 runs for the first time. That was a good over from Amir. The last over of the power play. Decent partnership so far. It's 25 runs in 20 deliveries. ...114 runs required for AP11 to achieve the target. In 14 overs, 84 deliveries, 114. It's Sanu Stephen to continue from the Sulabia Road end. All the fielders spread out after the power play. Down the leg side. Appeal from the keeper and the batsman. From the bowler. Umpire says it hit the pad. That's what the sound was all about, which kept the bowlers and the keeper interested, thinking there was an edge. The umpire says it's off the pads. Good start from Sanu Stephen. Just 1 run conceded in these 3 deliveries. Pushing the run rate up with the quiet deliveries. Again, Harish misses it. Totally plays down the line. He totally miscued it. Actually, it read the line totally wrong. Just swung his bat without seeing the line and nowhere near it. But this time, he connects it well, beautifully and over the boundary into the grass bank at the Sulabia cricket ground for a maximum. Makes amend of the earlier miss. Tried to play a similar shot. Misread the line, but this time doesn't make that mistake again. This time connects it all the way over the boundary for 6. With that 6, the score moves on to 60 for the loss of 2 wickets. Another shot. This same result, this time all the way outside the ground smacks it all the way out of the ground. 2 continues maximum for Harish and puts the chase back on track. After that silent few deliveries, the chase is back on track. Need 101 from 78 deliveries. Though required run rate is around 7.5 to 8 runs, it's gone down below 8. After a silent over from Ahmed, there was an expensive over from Sanu Stephen, who conceded 13 runs in his first over. It's Ahmed to continue it. Gayas hoiks it to the fielder, and that's it. Jitin Jose makes no mistake, and that's the Gayas being dismissed of Amer. Caught Jitin Jose, bowled Amer. The Gayas been dismissed at 22. Kept outside off stump, tries to hit it on the onside, gets an thick edge and holds on to Jitin Jose. With that, AP11 loses the 3rd wicket. Amer providing the breakthrough which the KRM Panthers very much needed it. They were putting on a decent partnership after the wicket of Vasudev. Gayas and Harish were cruising on. The last over, they scored 13 runs, and now the breakthrough provided by Amer. And the new batsman we have Srinivasulu, who gets off the mark from his first delivery itself, gets going right from word go. He is into the chase from the word go. That's what they needed. That's what the doctor ordered for AP11. They would not want to lose the rhythm like what the KRM had, the mid-innings crisis. They were cruising on at 95, but then the breakthroughs and the total rhythm collapse, and the runs got dried up. Then the wickets fell off, and they were bundled at 166. They were cruising on to score 200, but the breakthrough run up dried off the runs means they scored only 166 in their 20 overs. Amer making amends of his batting with a very good bowling performance so far. Just conceding 5 runs in the 2nd over. Balls down the leg side for a wide. Just inside the tramp line, inside the umpire's guideline. Very good bowling from Amir. This time misses it. This time the ball pitches outside that guideline and umpire signals it wide. The score moves on to 70. A slow full toss. Srinivasulu doesn't punish the ball, just manages to hit straight to the fielder. No damage done. Ahmed just conceding 7 runs in his 2 overs. And AP 11 are at 70 for 3 after the completion of 8 overs. The required run rate is at 8 runs per over. Very much under the control of AP 11 so far. Vijay Philip comes back for his second spell after the initial conceding 28 runs of his 2 overs. Panthers would expect a better performance from Vijay in his second spell, restricting the batsman and providing the breakthrough such that the runs would dry up, like what happened to them after the 10 overs. Total loss of rhythm, loss of momentum. Good start so far from Bijo. That's a very good ball. A good leg spin from Bijo Philip. Batsman playing wrong line. Totally misses it. This time connects it, but safely over the boundary line. Bijo Philip has been conceding maximums in each of the overs he has bowled. He's been conceding. It's very costly for KRM Panthers. Very good fielding from the batsman, the non-striker end straight to his bat, unable to remove it on time. Saves a single. That's a very bad fielding. That was not expected from the fielder. Should have stopped it. Makes a total mess out of it. Was so relaxed, cool. The ball bounces off to the boundary. Captain would have been not happy. And another maximum. Another pull down. Off tracker from Bijo Philip. Punished by Arish for another maximum. Very costly from Bijo Philip. This over concedes 14 runs. With that again, wonderful over. AP 11 now need 81 in 66. 81 in 11 overs. Amir to ball his third over. The most successful bowler for SKRM Panthers so far. Very good line and length. By Amir. Change of line and coming round the stumps. Trying to fox Harish. Give no space. No room for swinging his arm. But Harish managed to squeeze a double. Four fielders inside the circle for Amir. Strifle appeal from Amir. Expecting for a LBW. Umpire says no, it was down. Pitched outside the leg stump. "77 more needed." The halfway stage, even SKRM Panthers were going at the same pace. Then before they had that mid-innings rhythm collapse. Let's see how the second part of the innings paced through for AP11. It was not good for SKRM Panthers. A 7-run over for Amir. At the halfway stage, it's 93 for 3 for AP11. Chasing a target of 167. 74 runs needed in the next 10 overs. A 7.4 run rate, required run rate for AP11. And we have one more change of bowler. It's Jitin Jose. After that, one more costly over from Bijo. Again, there's a change of bowler. It's Jitin Jose coming in. Sanu mixing the bowlers, expecting a wicket from here and there. So far, no one providing it. So Sanu turns to Jitin for some magic wonders to occur. Taking a lot of time to set the fielders at the right position. And here we have Jitin to Srinivasulu. Oh, that's a good line and length. A very good pitch so far, supporting both the batting team as well as the bowling team. We have seen a very good contest for the both bat and the ball. A very wonderful shot from the batsman. Just timing, pitch perfect timing. That's a classic example of timing. Just kept the bat and races to the boundary. Arish is in very good form, scoring 42 from his 24. Another beautiful shot. And a wonderful fielding by Nischal, saving a sure shot boundary, putting a dive to save 2 runs for his team. That should lift the team, the spirits of the team. Oh, that was a very bad bowling from Jitin. Straight down the leg side for a wide. Not many extras from Panthers, unlike AP11 who conceded a lot of extras. That was poor fielding, conceding extra run. They should tidy. These extra runs would prove costly for the team. Not many runs to defend. 167. Slowly and steadily, AP11 inching towards the target of 167. Now are at 104 in the 11 overs. 63 runs in 9 overs. That's just 7 runs per over. The required run rate is below 7 runs per over. Cruising along the run rate of 9.6. The required run rate now below 7 runs per over. SKRM Panthers would need a couple of wickets now. Otherwise, the match would be running away from their hands. Arish leading from front, scoring 47 from 27 deliveries. We have the next team coming up for the next match. Global Champs versus Abrak CC. The match should follow as soon as we finish this match. And few spectators who have walked in for this weekend blockbuster to enjoy the weekend. Cricket lovers in Kuwait assembling at SCG Kuwait. And we have Ahmed to bowl his last over of his allotted quota of 4 overs. He's been the best bowler out of all. Are we seeing another wicket? Yes. And the set batsman Arish perishing, looking for a huge hike. Miscues it and straight to the fielder, and Amir gets the second wicket in his last over. Are we going to see a twist in the tail? This is what happened to SKRM Panthers. A wicket and then a loss of rhythm, and the momentum slips away. And at one stage where they were supposed to be running on to score 200, would manage only 166. It's to be seen now. Are we going to see a repeat of the first innings or AP11 would hold on to this momentum and chase the target of 167. We have Riyasat coming in after the fall of Harish, just short of 3 runs of his half century, well deserved half century. Amir making amends for not scoring, but taking 2 useful wickets. That was close. Very good. Amir knows it. It was close. Very good spell so far. Is the fielder going? Yes, fielder is under it. Oh, but he makes a total mess out of it. That was a very bad miss, costly miss. Fielder apologizes for that mistake. Should have caught it. That was a very important wicket of Riyasat. If he cut loses, he can be a... Oh, that's a beautiful ball from Ahmed. That's a classic delivery to dismiss Riyasat. Ahmed bowling a beautiful line and length. Gets the 3rd wicket in his 4th over. 1 more delivery to go. Castles Riyasat Ali for 2 runs. That was a beautiful, beautiful delivery. Totally foxes Riyasat. Unable to read this line and length. Kunal coming in. AP11 loses half of the side. Can AS Karam Panthers find somebody who can get the wickets from the other end? Amir has provided it from this end. It's the last delivery of his quota. Can Amud provide it? Or Sanu himself can get it? Needs to be seen. Are we going to have a cracker of a finish? A very attacking field set by Amir. Pressurizing Kunal. Fielders coming in. Last delivery of Amir. Oh, that's down the leg side. Umpire says it's not a wide. It's a fair delivery. And Amir completes his quota of 4 overs, conceding just 17 runs and claims 3 wickets. Applause from his teammates for his effort. That's a wonderful effort from Amir. Jitin Jose to continue. "59 runs more required in 8 overs. It's up to these batsmen to take them to the finishing line. AP11 would expect them to take them towards the required target of 167 without any losing any more wickets. They would not want dramatic end to this chase. Last over has resulted in 2 wickets. They were cruising along, but the 2 wickets have put the brakes through. That's what the AS Karam Panthers wanted. a quick wickets. One or two quiet overs, maybe just 4-5 runs per over, getting the nerves settled and then go for it. That's what AP11 would expect these batsmen. Whereas SKRM Panthers would need another couple of wickets, get these two batsmen to have a crack at the tail, to wrap them up, to restrict AP11 from scoring 167. It's getting interested. Good over from Jitin. Kunal just walking towards Srinivasulu, asking him to calm his nerves. Just rotate the strike, keep the scoreboard ticking. Not to do the same mistake what SKRM Panthers did, to lose the momentum trying for rash shots. Just keep rotating. The required run rate well within their reach. Just 55 more runs required in 7 overs. The required run rate now inching towards 8 runs per over. Good shot, and that's well placed by Krunal, straight over the umpire's head for a boundary. Well deserved, well required by AP11. This is what AP11 wanted, to get the momentum back after those 2 wickets. The score now moves on to 116. They require 51 from the 7 overs, that is 40. It's Taufik to ball. Another change brought in by Sanu, looking for the wicket. In search of wickets, Sanu has reached to Taufik now. Kunal trying to steal the single. It was not existing. Very well sent back by Srinivasulu. A missed chance of a run out. That was close. Keeper couldn't collect it properly. Otherwise, that was almost a curtains to Kunal. But he survives to fight another day. Taufik to Kunal. Hoiks it straight to the fielder for a single. That's 50 more runs required. in 6.3 overs. And that's connected well by Srinivasulu for a maximum. That's the momentum required by AP11 to keep them in the hunt for the chase. Is KRM Panthers, the shoulders drooping, confidence going low with that 6 and the boundary of the previous over. Tawfiq concedes 9 runs, another delivery to go. That's 10 runs conceded, and that's what AP11 wanted. A very good over to put them back on track for a chase of 167. 42 required in 6 overs. A run rate of 7 runs per over. Jitin Jose to continue. Simple proposition. 6 overs, 42 runs. A single to start the over. It's going to the wire. Straight to the fielder for single. Srinivasulu searching for a non-existing second. Sent back by Kunal. Rightly so. Those would have been a curtains for sure. A slower delivery. Well connected. Over the boundary for 6. Well judged. And straight out of the ground. Applause from the teammates of AP11 for the efforts of Kunal. KRM Panthers, none of the bowlers backing Mohammad Amir. All have been very costly. All of them conceding more than 8 to 10 runs per over. No support whatsoever coming in for Amir, who had a very tidy over. 4 overs conceding just 17 runs and 3 wickets. And that's another second well run. Srinivasulu completes it comfortably. Applause from his partner Kunal for the effort. Well judged. Double from Srinivasulu. And AP11 moves on to 136. Last ball of the 15th over to come. Nicely jabbed by the batsman for a single. Srinivasulu moves on to 22. And AP11 at 137. It's just run a delivery. 30 balls, 30 runs. Cruising along. That's what AP11 wanted. These pair to stay at the crease and take them towards the finish line. And that's what they are doing. Srinivasulu leading it right from the front, taking them towards the required target of 167. Is at 22 in 20 deliveries. Kunal at 15 in 8. Is come and chipped in perfectly for AP11. Not hampering the momentum after those two quick loss in the same over. Kunal has come and supported well, complimented Srinivasulu. That has meant the momentum has not been broken. What we saw with SKRM Panthers, where they lost the momentum trying to score more runs, not timing it, and they lost it completely. With that, they could just muster 166 in 20 overs. At one stage, they were expected to score 200. The projected score also was heading towards 196 at one stage, but finally settles at 166. Sanu coming back for his second spell after trying all the bowlers. He himself comes, and that was hit straight back to the bowler. Sanu makes a mess out of it. Should have caught it. He was at the correct position to gobble that, but it goes straight to his hands. Another missed opportunity. That was a wicket off Krunal. Would have changed this pace of the innings. The pressure put on by the batsmen and the field is crumbling. Another misfield at the boundary results in a double. Batsmen converting singles into doubles. The fielders messing it up, crumbling under pressure. The fight for the top of the table between AP11 versus SKRM Panthers. So far, AP11 winning the battle. Just 25 runs required in 26 deliveries. Now the run rate is below 6 runs per over. Should be an easy chase from here on. The shoulders of SKRM Panthers droop down. No enthusiasm whatsoever in the field. Shows in their misfields, miscatches, that they're totally low on the confidence. Sanu misses the radar and umpire signals a wide. Is this the nail in the coffin for SKRM Panthers? Or are we going to see any dramatic over to change the course of action of the match? So far, no signs of it. 22 more runs required in 4 overs. 22 in 24 deliveries. The required run rate now at 5.5. Here's the bowling stats. Other than Amir and Ahmad, none of them providing any resistance to AP11. They have been taken for ample runs. Ahmad conceding 20 runs in his 3 overs with the wicket, and Amir 17 runs in 4 overs for 3 wickets. Rest all of them conceding in double figures. Ahmed coming to bowl his last over of his allocated quota. Sanu expecting some wonders from him, some magic. – 21 more runs required. Kunal gets a single, getting the target towards 20 runs more now in 22 deliveries. Another missed chance. Again hit straight back to Hamoud. This time Hamoud puts it down. The caliber of Hamoud, that should have been caught. Makes a mess out of it. That would have put some pressure on AP11. That catch of Srinivasulu, but not to be. It's 20 from 20. Going run a delivery, run a ball. 19 in 19. This chase going down to the wire towards 20 overs. That's what we expect from the table toppers. Clash of the top. A keenly even contest with both the teams keeping in touch for that victory. (18 in 18). 3 overs, 18 to go. That's the partnership. 41 in 31 deliveries. Srinivasulu 21 in 19. And Kunal contributing 19 in 12 deliveries. Three overs, 18 to go. Sanu Stephen to bowl the 18th over. And it's Kunal on strike. This partnership has meant that AP11 would not have any more disasters, keep the momentum. This is the story of this innings. Missed fields, missed catches, meant that AP11 are cruising along the chase with 17 needed in 17, and Srinivasulu dismisses this delivery out of the ground. And that's 150 for AP11. That's 156. Just 11 runs required in. That's a sensible cricket. After the youth six, just take single and go to the other side. Calm the nerves. Cool as cucumber. A partnership at 49 in 34. Sensible batting shown from both these batsmen, Kunal and Srinivasulu. A beautiful strike, and finally we have some good fielding. None other than Tawfiq at the boundary, stopping the boundary. But Kunal managed to get 2 runs. 2 runs saved by Tawfiq for his team. 8 more required in 14 deliveries. That's 50 runs partnership. They were 109 at one stage, 5 down. At very crucial juncture, both of them coming together. Kunal keeping the momentum, not allowing the momentum to shift, not to slow down. That puts Srinivasulu a lot of confidence, and now they are cruising along. A good partnership. And that's a chance for a run out, and Sanu not at the stumps, and the throw not up to the mark. Otherwise that would have been a curtains for Srinivasulu. But the weak fielding from both the keeper and Sanu meant no loss of wicket. And that's 6 runs required in the last 2 overs for AP11. We are at the last final stage of this match. Just the honours to be made. 6 runs required in 2 overs. Run rate of 3 runs per over. And that's the costliest bowler to bowl his last over. It's Bijo Philip. Consider 44 runs in his 3 overs. Don't know whether it's a hope or a despair for Sanu to give the bowling to Bijo. It's that off day for Bijo, a very good bowler. Otherwise, totally off color today. Didn't get his line and length proper at all. He's been smacked all over the ground by the batsman. It's been taken for huge runs. Normally, one of the most economical bowler, Bijo, today is the costliest among the bowlers. Just the last 4 runs required in 10 deliveries. And Srinivasulu perishes. Coming so close, would have expected him to finish it, but unfortunately miscues it straight to the fielder Nischal, who doesn't make any mistake. With that, Srinivasulu returns back after scoring 37 of 33 Finally, Bijo gets his second wicket, straight to Nishchal. Though he has had the light coming through his eyes, but holds on to the catch. It's Varun hoping to finish it up without any more dismissals. Four more runs required, 9 deliveries to go. This reminds of the great fight of Kuwait against the Jersey, where they had to score 10 runs in the 4 overs and ultimately resulted in the tie. That was one of the great performances of Kuwait in Jersey, but that's not to be, and that's the boundary required, and Varun finishes it off with a boundary. And AP11 have won this match, this contest by 4 wickets and go comfortably at the top of the table, cementing their position. 4 victories in 4 matches. Clinical performance from AP11, who have defeated SKRM Panthers comfortably. Here the match summary. Yogesh leading the charge for SKRM Panthers with 55, ably supported by Suhail 39, Nishchal contributing at 21, Ahmed at the bottom scoring 13. That means they scored 166 for the loss of 8 wickets. In the bowling side, it was Hasibul, 4 overs 23 runs, 2 wickets, 4 overs 33 runs, 2 wickets for Riyasud. Kadarwali chipping in 4 overs 28 for 1, and Wajid was the main one causing this slide for SKRM Panthers, 4 overs 32 for 1. In reply, Arish and Srinivasulu contributing to the victory for the AP11. 47 for Arish, Srinivasulu 37, Kunal 24, Gayas 22. Though Ahmed got 3 wickets, but was not enough. Bijo 2 overs costly 50 runs. Hamoud 4 overs 24. Tawfiq a salty over for 10 runs. The end result, AP11 crosses the line with 4 wickets in hand, and the player of the match has been Harish Bongani for a beautiful performance of 47 runs in 28 deliveries, 4 maximum and 3 boundaries, a very healthy strike rate of 167.86. That's the match for you. AP11 winning the match by 4 wickets. Stay on for the second match of this weekend. Global Champs versus Abrak CC coming up very soon.